Cats Can Read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of the books that I read during the month of April. This is the last day of April, but I don't feel like I'm going to be finishing another book because I'm really exhausted, especially lately. I noticed my exhaustion just sort of is coming back again. Don't know if that means something, like I'm unwell, I don't really know. I am starting to feel like really tired, and it's currently like 6 o'clock in the evening and I just feel like I am very exhausted. On Sunday I was really tired, and yesterday on Monday I literally had like the biggest lion ever, and I don't normally have lions, so I don't know what's going on. But with that out the way, I just wanted to let you guys know that it's the last day of the month and I don't think I'm going to be finishing another book. So during the month of April, got my notes here, I read 4 books, but 2 of them were really short, so I'm just going to be honest with you there. And I'm currently rereading another book, but I'll get to that in a second. So the first book that I managed to complete during the month of April was Riverdale Student Handbook by Jen Simon. I thought it was perfect for any Riverdale fan. It's literally edited by all of your favourite characters from Riverdale, so if you really like Riverdale, then I totally recommend it for you. It's pretty much for any old fan or new. It just gives you information on the characters and everything that's about like school and Riverdale in general, and it's very quirky and it's very fun, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's short and it's sweet, and it literally just fills the spot really. So it literally like just pretty much like hit the spot for me, and yeah, so of course I had to give it 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. The next really short book that I read was We Really Do Care by Tammy Levis Brown, and I gave this 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. It's a children's book and it's very short. It's literally like 35 pages, but I got it for review on Edelweiss, and it pretty much like teaches children not to be selfish and how to share the world with others and to care for everything. So I thought this was really important, and I thought it was a really good book, definitely something for like parents to read to children like again and again, and I hope that it would be like children's favourite books, because for 35 pages it was really brilliant just how this kid started off selfish and he just sort of learned how to not be selfish and how to actually share and experience the world with other people, therefore making friends and therefore just making the world a better place. So absolutely perfect, and it was so cute, and it's just totally awesome. So if you've got kids, definitely perfect for that. Next of all, I read What Happens Next by Colleen Clayton. This I gave 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. I thought it was fantastic. It's a book that's about rape and body image, family, friendships, and sort of kind of like eating disorder as well, because she does sort of develop, because of the rape, she develops this sort of like eating disorder where she just sort of pretty much like isn't eating the right things, and so she's losing a load of weight and she's making herself throw up and everything. So it's very touching in that sort of way, but I thought it was a really good book all considered. I've not gone through like an eating disorder myself, so I don't really know what that's like, but I definitely got a real good feel for how this girl was feeling lonely and how she was suffering on her own, and this really was a really good book about how she found herself. So I just thought it was absolutely brilliant, and there's a really cute love interest that's later on in the book that if you read this you would totally adore it. I just thought, yeah, it's a really good book, just how this girl is raped and just how she has to deal with the consequences of that with her friends and her family, and just how she just learns to love herself again as well as love again in general. It was really good, and it's not really spoken about a lot. When I was looking at reviews on YouTube, I literally found like one other review. So honestly guys, check it out. I did do my own video review on it, which I sort of filmed, and I expressed a lot more of my feelings about it in more detail, and I speak about the story and more about the characters and everything, so I will leave that down below in the description if you'd like to check more of my thoughts out on it. But it was really, really good. Next of all, I lastly read The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. So this I actually discovered on Twitter. Somebody had tweeted out a review on it. They said it's like the best chick lit that they've read like this year. And I was just like, okay, what is this? And the title kind of intrigued me because flat share and I live in my own flat. So I was just like looking at it and I was reading the synopsis and I was like, oh my god, this is totally my next read. I need that right now. Anyway, it was only like a couple of days away from the release date, so I waited. And then I got it. So I was so happy that I got it. I started it straight away. This wasn't even on my actual TBR for the month. So it was a naughty purchase, but boy was it worth it. It was so good. It's told in alternate perspectives and I'm planning on doing an actual video review on it soon anyway. And it's very hilarious, has cute and quirky moments, and it's honestly the perfect chick lit that I needed myself. I was honestly in the mood for like a contemporary romance or a contemporary or a chick lit, something that I could literally just sit down and read and make myself laugh and just sort of feel the bubbles of emotions of the romance. And yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, alternate perspectives between these two characters, Leon and Tiffy. And what starts as like a flat share is meant to be like a bed share. So Leon's like a nurse and he pretty much works nights and Tiffy works during the day. So when Leon's home sleeping, Tiffy's working. When Tiffy's home sleeping, Leon's working basically. So they should never ever actually meet until one time during the book when they just have this chance encounter and then it all just happens. They communicate before this actual, like, where they meet, like, for the first time with sticky notes as well, because they're just sort of like, how else can they communicate with each other sort of thing. So they just sort of like leave each other notes like, oh, I've just made some of these brownies, like, would you like them? And he's just like, oh yeah, I just made this dish, like, there's a bit left over. And then they start to like really open up about their lives and that sort of thing. And yeah, it's really good. And just how they start by these little post-it notes and how they just meet, and then even through the post-it notes they're just sort of like developing like this relationship. And I think it's just really awesome how they can just see it, and then they do get to know each other, and then they do want to spend more time together like as friends. And yeah, I think it's just totally worth the read. And the ending was honestly, like, I really enjoyed the ending of it. Like, it was so sweet and how an ending should be, and just, you know, it just goes to show that people can find their happiness in their lives and they can settle, and, you know, things could be meant to be, who knows. But yeah, it was really good. Totally recommend it. 5 out of 5 Kit Kats all the way. So that is the end of my actual wrap up for the month of April. April for me, it was a pants month, let's be honest. I only really read like 2 actual proper books that are like more than 250 pages. So it was rubbish, and my goal for every month is to read at least 4 books, 1 book a week, and that should be doable really. I should be able to sit down for half an hour each day and read, sit down for 20 minutes or whatever and read, you know, get like 20 pages, 50 pages, 100 pages, it all depends what sort of mood I'm in. And only recently I've sort of like sat down and had time to read. Like, I sat down last night and I finished The Flat Share and that sort of thing, and I've been struggling like listening to audiobooks lately. I just haven't been connecting with them, so I've really been suffering. But I've set myself a massive over challenge for May by jumping straight into 3 readathons that are going on: mental health readathon and the Pokemon Badgeathon and the Sailor Moonathon. I am all part of them, but I've managed to link some books with all 3 of them. So it's just going to be crazy, guys. Let's just be honest. It's going to be crazy. There's literally like over 20 books in the whole joint group of all of those readathons, and just who knows what is going to happen. I don't even know myself, but I would like to push myself. I really want to. I want to at least definitely read a book a week, but I really want to actually sit down and read something every day. I want to set a routine where, let's say because I work shift work, it's very difficult because my shifts are different every week. So let's say I worked Monday 8 to 4, Tuesday day off, Wednesday 2 to 10, Thursday day off, Friday 8 to 4 again, and then weekend off. So like Monday 8 to 4 I can read after I finish work for like, I don't know, half an hour to an hour. And then at Tuesday I would be off, so I could, you know, just read pretty much the same. I don't really want to spend most of my day off just reading because I also like to game as well. So yeah, I just need to structure it a bit more in my weeks, but I don't want to go into that too much. I just really want to let you guys know that I'm struggling, and if you guys have your own tactics, because I do like to watch those videos where people say like how to read more, and I watch them all and they all near enough to say the same thing as well, like to always bring a book with you. And I always bring a book with me even to work. I bring a book with me everywhere. I bring a book with me to Ben's whenever I see Ben, because there's always that chance moment that for 5 minutes whilst Ben is just sorting something out, or like 20 minutes whilst Ben is just sort of like doing something, I can spend that time reading. And he is aware of that, and I've told him already, May, I need to read because I just need to put my head down and focus. So I'm just like, if you message me something to do with reading, like how's your book going, are you reading, that sort of thing. He probably will forget because he's quite forgetful, bless his heart, but I need to really, I just need to be stricter with myself. So the book that I'm actually currently reading, it is a reread for me, but I've been listening to an audiobook. I've been starting to listening to it a bit better recently. So I was listening to it for quite a bit, and then I struggle because like when I'm driving to work, or when I'm driving to Ben's, sometimes I don't focus on what I'm listening to. I'm focusing what's going around in my mind because I suffer with anxiety. So I'm focusing on what's going on in here, whilst obviously keeping my eye on the road. Sometimes it's too much in here and I'm on autopilot driving, therefore I'm not listening to the audiobook, therefore I've missed what's happened for the past 5 minutes where I've just been focusing on here. I'm trying to learn how to sort my anxiety anyway. I have the iTalk sessions, and I've got like some sort of like worksheets and strategies and that sort of thing, so I need to really sort of try not to do that. It's got a lot better, which is why I can actually finally listen to this. But the actual book is Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. So this was actually a group book from a few of us from Twitter. We've got our own little group, and this was the book. This was meant to be like April's book, but there's a big old kerfuffle that's going around at the moment, so I don't actually know like what's happening. But I'm pretty much, I think like 60 something pages in this book here. Yes, page 61 pretty much. Like I'm not even that far in it because I've been focusing on other books and everything, but there's no excuses. So I am going to be reading from this today before it gets to May, and yeah, I will obviously have to put it down for May because Ember in the Ashes isn't on my TBR, so I will be focusing on my May TBR, and I'll eventually get back to an Ember in the Ashes. I feel so exhausted today, so exhausted. So that's really all my reading has gone for the month of April. Those are my plans for like May, and you'll see all of my May books and my May TBR pretty soon, so you guys can see that. Don't forget to check out my review for What Happens Next, and also the flat share when that's out, because that will be out after my TBRs and all of that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy that, and let me know how you guys did in the month of April. Let's help each other, and maybe have a look at my May TBR, have a look at my readathon book choices for the challenges, and if you need to read them as well, let me know. Maybe we can buddy read them. Buddy reading actually does help me to read some books, so honestly I need to knock some books off of my TBR. So you know, I just need a bit of help. So if there's anything that you like to buddy read, anything that you see behind me, just be like, Katie, let's read it together. So yeah, that sort of thing, and I think that will really honestly help me. But yeah, that's it for me guys, without me waffling on too much. I hope you are having a fantastic day wherever you are. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching my video as always. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. All of my social media links will be linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. And I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!